Stratagem 12. Take the opportunity to pilfer a goat. Hello, everyone. And welcome back to our series on the 36 stratagems. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and incredibly practical stratagem. Number 12. Take the opportunity to pilfer a goat. Now, before you start eyeing your neighbor's farm animals, let's be clear. This isn't about literal theft. The name is a metaphor, a very colorful one, for something we all encounter every single day. Small, fleeting opportunities. The core idea of pilfering a goat is about capitalizing on minor advantages that pop up unexpectedly, especially when things are a bit chaotic or when people are focused on much bigger issues. Imagine a battlefield where the main armies are clashing over a fortress. While everyone is distracted by this huge, dramatic event, a clever soldier might notice a supply cart left unguarded. They're not stealing the crown jewels. They're just grabbing a small, immediate resource, a goat that has been overlooked. This stratagem teaches us the power of small, ethical opportunism. It's about having the awareness to spot and seize minor chances for gain that others might dismiss as insignificant. While the big players are chasing the elephants, the huge contracts, the massive promotions. The lottery wins the wise strategist is quietly collecting goats. And here's the secret. Enough goats can eventually become as valuable as an elephant. Think about it. In your own life, how often are you so fixated on a huge, long-term goal that you completely miss the small stepping stones right in front of you? These goats can take many forms. It could be a free online workshop that teaches a skill you've been meaning to learn. It could be a brief conversation with a senior colleague at the coffee machine. A chance to network that you might otherwise skip. It could even be finding a great deal on a book or a course that will expand your knowledge. These are not grand, life-altering events. They are small, almost trivial opportunities. But here's the magic. These small gains compound. One new skill from a free webinar might not land you a new job tomorrow, but 10 new skills learned over a year? That makes your resume significantly stronger. One new contact from a quick chat might not lead to an immediate partnership, but a network of 50 such contacts built over time. That's a powerful asset! This is where the stratagem really shines in the modern world, especially when it comes to things like side hustles, personal development, and networking. Let's say you want to start a side business. You don't have to quit your job and take out a massive loan. You can start by pilfering goats. Offer to do a small project for a friend for a nominal fee. Sell a few items you no longer need online. Use a free trial of a software to build a small portfolio. Each action is a small goat, a low-risk step that moves you forward. Provides a small win and teaches you something valuable. The same applies to learning. You don't need to enroll in a 4-year degree program to gain new knowledge. You can listen to a podcast on your commute. You can read one article a day on a topic that interests you. You can follow experts on social media and absorb their insights. Each piece of information is a small goat. Over time, you build a vast pasture of knowledge without the overwhelming commitment of chasing a giant educational elephant. However, like all stratagems, this one comes with a warning. There's a fine line between being an astute opportunist and becoming a petty, greedy person. The risk of pilfering a goat is that you might become so focused on taking every little thing you can that you lose sight of the bigger picture. Or worse, you start to damage your relationships. The key is ethics. The stratagem works best when your gain doesn't cause harm to others. The original story implies the goat was wandering and unherded during the chaos of battle. Taking it didn't directly deprive a specific, needy person. In our lives, this means we should look for opportunities that are positive-sum or at least neutral. Taking a free pen from the office supply cabinet every day isn't pilfering a goat. It's just petty theft that costs the company money. But using a company's educational subsidy to take a course that benefits both you and your role, that's a perfect example of a strategic goat. The goal is not to become a freeloader, someone who just takes and never gives. A true strategist understands that relationships are also assets. If you're constantly taking from your friends and colleagues without ever offering anything in return, you'll soon find that there are no more goats available to you. People will start guarding their resources from you. The most successful application of this stratagem involves a sense of reciprocity. Maybe you learned something from a colleague. Next time, share a useful article or a tip with them. It's about seeing opportunities for mutual benefit, not just your own. This brings us to a challenge, a point of reflection for all of us. Ask yourself, are you blind to the small goats in your life because you only looking for big, glorious wins? We are often conditioned to think that success has to be this huge, dramatic event. We want the jackpot, the overnight success story, but reality is often built on a foundation of 1,000 tiny, unglamorous steps. We might ignore a chance to volunteer for a small internal project at work because it doesn't come with a promotion, failing to see it as a go-tan opportunity to learn a new process and work with new people. Here, ask another tough question. When does taking opportunities cross the line into freeloading or being an annoyance? Think about someone who dominates every Q&A session to get free advice, or someone who always asks for favors but is never available to return them. They are taking goats, but they are also damaging the pasture. The stratagem is about being clever, not parasitic. It's about recognizing value that is being overlooked, not extracting value from others against their will or to their detriment. And finally, let's do a little mental exercise. Think back over the last week. How many micro opportunities did you probably ignore? That invitation to a virtual meet you declined because you were tired. The 15 minutes you spent scrolling mindlessly when you could have listened to the first chapter of an audio. The moment a colleague mentioned a problem you knew how to solve, but you stayed quiet. Each of these was a potential goat, a small opportunity for growth, connection, or learning. The master of this stratagem is someone who has trained their eyes to see these goats everywhere. They understand that progress isn't a single giant leap, but a series of small, consistent steps. They are patient, observant, and ready to act when a small advantage presents itself. So, how can you start practicing this in a positive way? First, cultivate awareness. Pay more attention to your surroundings, to conversations, to the white space in your day. Opportunities are often hidden in plain sight. Second, redefine what a win looks like. Celebrate the small victories. Completing a short online module is a win. Making a new professional acquaintance is a win. Getting a small discount by asking politely is a win. Third, be prepared. Have a go bag for opportunities. This could mean having your elevator pitch ready, knowing what skills you want to learn, or keeping a list of people you'd like to connect with. When a goat wanders by, you'll be ready to gently guide it into your yard. And fourth, always check your ethical compass. Is this opportunity creating value or simply taking it? Will this harm someone else? Is it fair? The most sustainable strategy is one that doesn't burn bridges. Take the opportunity to pilfer a goat is not about being sneaky or selfish. It's about being smart, efficient, and grounded in reality. It's about understanding that the path to great achievements is often paved with small, seemingly insignificant actions, while everyone else is waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan. The big break you can be making real, tangible progress, one small goat at a time. What are your thoughts on this? Can you think of a time you successfully pilfered a goat in your career or personal life? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've applied this kind of thinking. Thanks for watching, and if you're enjoying this journey through the 36 stratagems, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video!